What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have my top 10 favorite models that I've collected over my 5 years of collecting model airplanes. If you do enjoy, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new for more content to come. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. We will go ahead and start. This is not in any particular order. I do want to mention that. It's just in order of size of the aircraft. But the first aircraft we'll be going over is the Global Supertanker 747-400. I think I picked this model because of the extreme amount of detail. It's also very rare, and at the time that I bought it, the Colorado fires were extremely bad. We had some fires that were like 200,000 acres, so I guess this aircraft kind of meant a lot to me because this is based in Colorado Springs, and so it has flown to Denver and obviously Colorado Springs, so I just figured I had to buy this aircraft. It's by Phoenix Models, and it is a very gorgeous aircraft. The second aircraft we have, once again in no particular order, we have the British Airways Boeing 747-400. This is made by Gemini Jets Models. They did a fantastic job on this, and obviously this has to be one of my favorites because the 747 is the queen of the skies. I also know this is Aviation 18's favorite model, or at least one of them. 747 really means a lot to everybody in the aviation community, even more so than the A380 personally to me, because this is like the aircrafts that my parents were flying on. So the 747 has been around in aviation history for so long that it means so much to everybody around them, and this is just a fantastic model. This does fly to Denver, or it did before they ended up retiring them, unfortunately, as well as the Lufthansa 747. So this just has a special place in my heart, and it is a gorgeous model. Moving on to the next one. The third aircraft we have is United 777-200. This is a awesome, amazing aircraft, and it is in the new livery. So I didn't really buy this model for like a physical attachment. Like, it didn't really mean a whole lot to me per se, but I really do love the livery on this aircraft, and that is probably one of the main reasons that I did buy this aircraft. The delicate detail on the aircraft. It also does fly to Denver, and I do plan to hopefully maybe be able to fly this aircraft in March. I will be flying out to Honolulu, and we will be on the United 777-200. I'm just praying that it will be in the new livery. So yeah, I bought this model because of the detailed quality that Gemini Jets gave and put out on this aircraft. The next aircraft we have, this will be the fourth aircraft we've gone over so far today. This is the Edelweiss, or Edelweiss. In Sweden, they pronounce their W's, or that's Switzerland, sorry. They pronounce their W's as a V, so it's like Edelweiss, but we pronounce it Edelweiss. But anyway, this is a extremely gorgeous aircraft, which is one of the very reasons I bought it. You can see the amount of detail, even though it is mostly Euro white, but I'm talking about the back of the tail with the flower. As soon as Denver announced that they were flying this aircraft to Denver International Airport, I knew I had to get it instantly. It's just an awesome model, and I really like the detail that I believe Phoenix is who made this aircraft did. And I don't know, I just have a physical attachment to it because I did hope to plan to fly to Switzerland one day. I do have some family there, so yeah, hopefully we can go there one day and fly this gorgeous aircraft. Coming in at number 5, you know I had to put this extremely gorgeous model in the top 10. If I had to rate this, I'd probably put it at 3. But this is United 757-200. This is in the California livery. This is the her art here. So basically, if you're not familiar with this livery, a bunch of artists submitted a photo to United, and they picked the best one and actually put it on an airplane. It was a women's competition, and I don't remember the name of the person that won, but she actually did comment on one of my videos once, and it was pretty awesome. But anyway, I got this one because of the supreme amount of detail. You can see the palm trees, the Golden Gate Bridge in the back, and the ocean kind of towards the United emblem. Then towards the very front you have the sunglasses, which I just think is so cool. They put so much character into this aircraft. This is by NG Models, and they actually did a fantastic job making it. They also made a San Francisco one, or excuse me, a New York one, but unfortunately I did not get to pick that one up. So yeah, this would be definitely in my top 10. Good job, NG Models. Coming in at number 6, we have the Icelandair Boeing 757-200. This is in the 80-year strong livery. Icelandair is notorious for their beautiful liveries. You can see it on this aircraft, the Hekla Aurora, and actually a few other aircrafts that they have done some designs on. Really because Iceland is such a beautiful place that they have to put all the detail on the aircraft. But anyway, this has to be in my top 10 because of the detail. All the Icelandair liveries are awesome, and the Iceland scenic is just beautiful. So that's how they displayed it on this particular aircraft, and it looks fantastic. The next one we have is the Star Alliance United Boeing 737-800. This is a awesome model that NG did. They put a great amount of detail into it. I picked this one up because I needed it for Denver, and also back in like 2013 when I was traveling, I used to always see this aircraft at Denver for some reason. So I guess it kind of has a special place in my heart, but not really. I just kind of bought it because it flies to Denver, and it's a very awesome livery. You can see it's in the new livery because it has the blue wing tips or winglets, whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, I bought this because it has a special place in my heart, because I always used to see it at Denver. I don't know why, but every single time I went, it'd be parked there. And I used to always like cry because I couldn't go on it. But anyway, on to the next one. Coming in at number 8, we have the Southwest 737-800. This is by NG Models, and it is in the Canyon Blue livery. Actually, the first time I flew Southwest, I think I flew the 300, but then I flew the 800, and I was just like, wow, this is an awesome aircraft. I think I flew it to Iowa back in like 2015 or something. But the Canyon Blue livery has always been my favorite. It's even more favorite than the Heart livery. I'm not saying the Heart livery is bad, I'm just saying the Canyon Blues was kind of when I was born, or like it was around when I was a kid, so I guess it kind of meant a lot to me. But anyway, most of the ones you'll see in here are by NG. There's a few Gemini jets, but that's because NG does have a lot of good detail. NG Models to be particular. They put so much detail on their models that I have to put them in the top 10. But anyway, we'll get on to the next aircraft. The next aircraft we have is the Frontier Airbus A319. I think this is in the Pelican livery. I think that's what that is. This is probably, out of all of them, this probably has the most meaning per se. I flew this exact aircraft to San Diego, let's see, back in like 2015, 2014. And when I did fly that was when I just started getting into aviation. Like, at first I was like, ooh, airplanes, that's cool. But then when I landed, that's when I actually got into airplanes. And I was like, ooh, mom, look, it's the A319, it's an A320, whatever. So that's the first aircraft I flew where it actually kind of had more meaning to me than the rest. So that's where I kind of created my YouTube channel like a few months later, and that's where my aviation or AvGeek life, I guess you could say, was born. So I guess this kind of has the most meaning out of all of them. I also do really miss their A319s as well as their old livery. They're kind of starting to phase it out with the Frontier all the way across. And I just thought the animal thing was so unique. Even though I absolutely hate Frontier, no offense to people that like it, I just think it's a terrible, uncomfortable seats and terrible service usually. But I'm willing to give Frontier another try, so let's get on to the next aircraft. The next and final aircraft in this top 10 series is the Southwest 737-700. This is in the, I always get this wrong, Tennessee one, that's what it is, not Louisiana one, Tennessee one. This is just a beautiful livery, that's kind of why I put it in here. It doesn't really have a whole lot of meaning to me. I've only seen it once at Denver, and that's actually my most recent trip I took. I think I actually got it on film, or a few pictures. But anyway, this is a awesome livery. If it was a top 11, then I would put the Florida one after that. But this is a awesome livery, and I think they did a pretty good detail, or a pretty good job on the detail on this aircraft. So yeah, that is my entire top 10 collection. That does conclude today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to my channel. It does help really support me and also means a lot. It's not really, I don't like make money off of subscriptions. It just kind of like gives me motivation to make YouTube videos, I guess you could say. But yeah, it is awesome. These 10 models are amazing, and I did pick the top 10 of my personal favorite. Obviously they wouldn't be yours, but I think most of us can agree that these are some pretty good models by Phoenix, NG, and Gemini jets. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next video, which should be an airport update. Alright, have a good night or day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.